Hello, and into this video I'm going to do like a vlog, uh, like a history of well, talking about myself really. I've been I've been trying to do this video for a long time. I've just been putting it off. I've been trying to do this video I think since last summer. Um, it's I'm doing it for me, but I also doing it trying to explain to people me, what I'm about, my history, my background, uh, everything really, everything about me, uh, and probably it probably explains a lot of things on my behaviour, like on Discord and other social media platforms, um, and a lot of stuff. Uh, I've I think I have loads of friends on Discord and stuff like that. Oh, by the way, I have got a new Discord. The other Discord, my old one, is no longer coming back. That's it. It's gone for good. I think. I think it's. I think it's going through the deleting process. Uh, and I think in the next couple of days it will be completely um gone. My new one is called um my new one is called Ben80 uh, Ben80 and the tag is 2452. So yeah. Um there has been people on Discord I have fallen out in the past and I give them a second chance. When I lost my account, I'm probably going to do a proper update on that. But because this video is different for, to that, it's about my life, my mental health, and everything else. And yeah, this is not gonna be a fun video. It's not gonna be easy. It's quite a hard video. Uh, so yeah, I wonder what. Oh, that's just brightness. I'm just learning new things. Um, so yeah. Um, I'm going to so I have fallen out with people on Discord, and I also have a lot of friends on Discord. Uh, I'm got, oh no, God, I don't want. I'm messing around because I'm nervous. I fell out with some over thing. Probably some people are going, "Oh, you're crying over, because of my age." Because of my age, sorry, that's my phone. Um, because of my age, or you shouldn't be having arguments, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. That's fine, but I'm going to explain a bit more about myself and why I have arguments, why I have a go at people, and why I do things. And hopefully, this explains a lot. Um, so growing up, I didn't have I had lots of fun memories and stuff. As a child, my parents had done everything they can do. I'm not faulting them or anything. There is some fault, like no, no one's had a perfect life. No one's had a perfect bringing up. And yeah, I probably gonna get loads of hate. there's probably people out there. There is people out there who've had the worst bring up. You know, I am lucky to have a mum and dad and all this lot. Um, but there's been issues in my life. Um, like if you don't know, I do have learning disability and I have special needs, but I understand things day to day stuff. I understand what's going on in the world and all everything. Like I do put myself down on Discord. There's a lot of reasons to that. Um, events what have happened in my life. Um, I just the only things I struggle with is my speech. Uh, I find it hard to pronounce some words, especially long words, but a lot of people do. But I think I might have dyslexia as well. Uh, I'm not being fully diagnosed with that. I don't think I have. Um, I don't know if it's too late to be diagnosed with dyslexic, or I think I have done an exam and I think I was borderline dyslexic or something. No, I can't. I wasn't not 100% sure. There's a lot of things I need to tell people. There's a lot of stories behind a lot of stuff. And it's up to you what you believe or not. By the way, this is probably going to be a long video, so it's up to you. I don't know how long I'm going to do, but yeah. I do find it hard to read and write. I'm really bad at basic maths. I gotta count a lot on my fingers and stuff like that. I can't do an answer straight away, and it takes me longer because I find it hard to read and write. I find it hard to spell as well. Um, I can read in my head, but translating that out loud is harder. Like Harry Potter books, I can read, I know what they say, but if I wanted to read them out loud, I will struggle on some of the words, even though I have, now I'm grown up, I know how to do things. But when I was a child, that was difficult. And we'll get to that later. So the first topic is I'm going to start off like with my birth. So this is going to get, for some, this is probably going to be sad, and my mum and dad are probably going to be angry at me telling my personal story. Um, this is the only way I can explain. This is the only way I can talk. The only way I can get my voice heard or my points across or my voice across. And this is by talking. Um, I can write everything down, but number one, it's social media. People don't have time to read everything. People don't read things anymore. They just see certain things and then they judge people on that. Um, hopefully, this will change people. I hope it doesn't change a lot of friendships. I hope a lot of friendships now get stronger. I hope it doesn't put people off me. I hoping that it will change some relationships on online and stuff. Um, so chapter one. Let's do this. Let's do this. Chapter one. Birth. So I was uh I'm I am 26. So I'm one of the oldest on gaming gaming discords, etc. and there's a reason behind that, but we'll get there. We'll get there. I was born prematurely. My mum didn't know she was pregnant until she got home. She was off a lot of things. She didn't drink because she was poorly all the time. Uh, and then she found out she was pregnant when she got back. She thought she was food poisoning uh, because of the story behind that. Um, so yeah, there's a story behind. I think she thought they went to this restaurant. They went out. A group of them went out, and they thought they went to this like well, because it's in a different country. You don't know how things are clean and stuff. Um, but they went to this like fish place where they do sell fish. Everyone else was ill, but mum was more ill, starting throwing up more the day after. But that wasn't because of food poisoning. That was because she was pregnant. So yeah, so I wasn't like I was planned in one way. So don't come after me. Don't say nasty things like, "Oh, you weren't wanted." I was. Uh, 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 so yeah, I was premature. I was small, and then I think from what my family told me, there were no problems with my birth. That was fine. It's just like a couple months later, I got really ill as a baby. I then had to have an operation on my back, drain some lunge puncture. I'm sorry, I don't know. See, this is what I think mean like when I got difficulty, I can't pronounce saying like big those type of words, but I think it's something to drain your back, like a lunge puncture or something. I don't know. Someone might correct me. I might make an update if I have made any mistakes. I will ask my parents what they are about. So yeah, so I didn't have. So I had that done, uh, and then everything was getting all was all fine. My mum and dad told me while I was growing up, they got burgled a lot in their old house and in my old house. Um, until and uh, then one year, um, my auntie had this fridge freezer thing. What what now we're probably like what it weren't from a dodgy website. Well, there were no such thing as websites back then. Dodgy place. It was probably just one of these off the ones what were off a bit. Um, like a loose wiring type of thing, and she wouldn't have known about it and give it to us to have. Uh, we went shopping. So this is when I'm 2 years old, just gone two, um, and uh, our house, my first house, was burnt down because of this fridge. So I had no toys, no nothing, no. You know, my mum and dad lost everything. They had to chuck everything away of this freezer. So that happened. Um, and then, so yeah, my community helped a lot, and I got two teddy bears. I haven't got them with me; they're in the loft. A lot of my stuff are in the loft at the time. Sorry, now at the moment now. So yeah, uh, and then so yeah, and then where I am now, this is my second home. We moved here when I was 2. I'm now 26. So you do the maths. So this house, we're the first family to live in this house. So this house was brand new when I moved, and then I think, um, and then not long afterwards, I had another illness like meningitis type of illness. Um, so yeah, I ain't had the best start, uh, you know, and our family hasn't had the best start. Um, my mum and dad didn't get that happy setting up, but like, we probably like mum and dad probably would have moved because I got a younger brother. At the time, there were no younger brother back until in 2001. So we get to that stage. Uh, so my mum and dad were having a bit of a rough time. Well, it can get anyone down. Uh, uh, Still keep getting very good at our old house, and then we moved here where I am now. And and then and then I got ill again. I had meningitis. I think that's what mum said to me. So yeah, and then I went to preschool. Um, my mum said I've always been not nervous, but I've always been a cautious person from growing up and everything, from development. So I've been a slightly bit slower than everyone. So probably I've had this setback a bit, and so my learning ability, uh, probably started from a young age. So this is learning difficulty isn't what you just get. You, you don't totally get it. You probably have got it from birth. Um, so yeah. I'm sorry it's going long. It's nearly 19 minutes long. I'm sorry, but this is important. Um, I've I've never fitted in. Like I remember from nursery and preschool, I've never fitted in. I've always been a bit not nervous but cautious. Um, and I think it's because of my special needs. Back then, I won't know what they were being, but now I do. Uh, so yeah, growing up was a bit tough. My mum and dad have been so supportive. My mum, she's always been supportive to me. My dad has as well. All my family have been supportive. None of them have like rejected me because I have learning difficulty or special needs, whatever you like to call it, or dyslexia. I haven't been rejected that way. I've had a really loving family. Um, it's just it's just how I've developed. Um, but I just thought that by looking back, because I have this difficulty, I always thought that when I grown up and looking back, I always thought, oh, I bet they're so disappointed. But they weren't disappointed. But I think they are just putting words in people's mouths, you know. They could have had a perfect who run around, who play football, who be clever. I need to start thinking. I need to stop thinking that way, negative way. I need to start thinking positive. And then we come to primary school. So I'm not sure if I made friends in preschool or whatever. I don't have much memory of that. Um, I think I remember having a bit of fun in preschool. Um, primary school, we start primary school at age 4/5. Well, I would turn 5. A lot of them will turn 5 already during the summer. During because you go at September. You go at September, uh, and I would have been 4 at the time. Turning 5 in April. April, oh god, 1999. No, yeah, could be 1999. I started school. I think September 1999. I started school, or was it 1998? One of those years. Still a night. And my mum, my mum has told me that I still, because I weren't wearing nap, I weren't wearing nappies. I just took longer to uh, learn to use the toilet. So looking back, if I look back now, you can actually tell I've been having difficulties, some type of special needs or learning of going to toilet. They pointed it out to my mum, saying, "Oh, because I wanted when you're at primary school, you put your hand up and you ask, and you go, yes, I need to go to the toilet,' and they would take you to the toilet and help you out." Uh, and then I think on that year, I learned how to wear underwear, underpants, as we call it. When you're a child, you call them underpants. I don't know what you call them around the world, but hey, I'm on my bed, so that's why. Uh, so yeah, primary school was okay, but then I remember like in year one, this is when my development started. And when you only realize these things when you start growing up, in a way. In year one, age 5/6, I will probably turn 6. in that year. So in year one, I think in America, so we have reception. So for those outside, we have reception year one, year two, year three, year four, year five, year six, and then you go to secondary school or high school, whatever you like to call it. And secondary school, you go year seven, year eight, year nine, year 10, and year 11. Then you can go to sixth form or college, or sometimes they call it sixth form college, or you go to a college. Uh, Sixth form, it's year 13, 12 and 13. College, it's college. You just go to the course. You go and then you might do 2 years at college, 16, 17-year-olds. And then when you turn 18, if you want to do your job wants you to have a qualification or a degree, or A level, whatever you want to call them. Then you go to university at age 18. Some courses are some courses can be 3 years in college, 4 years, 5 years. Same with university. Some have 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 7 years, whatever. So that's a bit of background of UK education. Um, in year one, I got pulled out, and there were a couple of us who were a bit slow on development and probably did have dyslexia, or some might have what we know now as ADHD or autism, and what we also now know properly about is autism. Though some of them would have been classed as naughty kids, but now we got name for their behaviour, and it could be autism or radio HD. I think that's what it's called. Comment down below and correct me if I'm wrong. Don't go at me, don't go. Just correct me and I'll put my hands up. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. I'm wrong. So, year one, they pull you out, and once a week you will do special things. I was quite out of that little group who got pulled out. I was like one of the brightest ones. I was like half in what could be the normal class, full class, or half in this class. The first thing I had to do was learn how to make a jam sandwich, and I knew how to make jam sandwiches. So I was really good at spreading the bread, spreading margarine or butter, whatever they were at the time, and so on and so forth. And then they did monitor me a lot. I had a lot of one-to-ones at school. So yeah, so this is my learning difficulty, whatever special needs, has always been there from growing up. So I've always had this problem, and at the time I was dealing it with fine. You know, when you're that age, you don't think about anything. I think at preschool I did things now what I thought I would never do, like doing like a tightrope or climbing on high boxes. But because of what happened later on, it's one of the reasons why my confidence boost is down. So I have a lot of one-to-ones, and all my teachers from little to growing up always called me out. Ben's a little, or a sweetheart. Um, so yeah. Uh, so I've always needed that one-to-one support. I always needed that. My year two teacher, she was a bit horrible, but my class was a big class for a small school. Our school is one of the smallest ones, and quite quite a new built school. But areas used to be like a pot. My mum was the first reception class to go to that school, the new school what is today. Uh, so a lot of things have changed. A lot. Um, in that year, in year two, you do have first exams for, I can't remember what they call, but it's for development something exams. Uh, and I forgot what they're called, but they are quite important. You do these exams. Uh, you always get told by the older kids, "Oh, you got to do you get when you get to this year, yeah." So you already knew about them. You didn't need to get told. Um, you didn't need to get told what they were and were. So this is where, because I had special needs, I have one-to-ones, and she didn't explain what to do, and she got angry at me at one point because you weren't doing an exam. You had to go in this other group with this other teacher, and you meant to take your coats and everything. And I think during winter time, so yeah, I had my hats and everything, my gloves and everything. You had to take your lunch box with you and everything. And you do different. I can't remember what we learned, but we did something. Uh, we went outside a lot, until you had your exam, and then and I found out that I was different, and this is when other people knew I was different because I was pulled out of the exam. Still did the exam, but I went to a different place. I went to a different room, and I would do my exam somewhere else. So, and I will have a reader, and someone will read the question, and they also write my answers or describe it. And I also got extra time because I'm slow. Uh, and that's when some of the bullying started because they were asking questions. Where is Ben going? Why is he getting special treatment? All this lot. When you're a kid, it hits you hard. But when you're grown up, it, you know, now they understand. But when you're a child, it's hard to take out. It's not nice to know that you got something and you got to be treated differently because you got special needs, because you got this disability. I'm because I was slower than everyone else. And when we call it infants. So when you're an infant, you play games. Um, I'm going